Hi, my name is Deena Star, and I would like to propose some changes that could improve the college education system. First of all, I would like to state that the idea of a liberal education is very important and should be used in the college education system. It teaches students valuable information that they may not learn in their major. It also stretches students to learn outside of their comfort zone. For instance, in my first semester of freshman year, I took a Drawing 1 class, which initially I was apprehensive about because I'd never taken an art class before. But I feel much better off since taking that class because I learned lots of valuable skills that I didn't think I even had before. Some goals of a liberal education system that William Cronin highlights, I think, are very great for students and for the community around them to benefit from students that are graduating from college. He makes the point that liberal educated people should listen and they hear, and that they can emphasize with others. I think this is really important that college students not only can formulate an opinion and tell it to others, but can also hear the opinions of others and hear the truth and value of what others are saying. He also says that they can talk with anyone. I think that's really important that people who are educated not only can talk with other educated people, but that they can talk to anyone, a high school dropout or a Nobel Peace winner, children, and the elderly, because this is connecting them to society and having everyone benefit from the college education. Another great point that he makes is that they realize that rigor is for seeking truth. And I think this is really important because he says that rigor is worthless if it is not used for a higher cause, not simply the reason just to learn. And a final point that I found really important in what William Cronin says is that they nurture and empower those around them. So not only does their education further their advancement in society and profession, but they're able to help others and improve others' lives. Although these are the ideas that are proposed to be gained from the liberal arts education system, I don't necessarily think that this is being implemented. Some of these reasons that students are treating the liberal education as a checklist. They might take these classes in high school just to get them over with and aren't really reaping the benefits from the classes they are taking. And although they might be learning the information, they're not really learning it. I do not think that lectures and papers complete the meaningful learning that liberal education is designed to give. Now I will highlight the main problems in the liberal education system and how they could be improved. The first problem that I see is that students are not able to take the education they're learning right away and see it in the community around them and implement that. I think part of this is that students like the ones at Drake get caught up in the Drake bubble. They learn, live, eat, and socialize with the same people every day, and these people are often the same demographic as them. I think that this contributes to problematic egocentrical thinking I see in me and the students around me. Part of this is the community, but also part of it is the messages they're hearing. David Brooks highlights this problem in his article, It's Not About You. I really agree with his ideas and do think that students are too focused on their achievements, their goals, happiness, and are not involved enough in the community around them. He makes the point that the ideas that are put upon students are that they must follow their dreams, find themselves, and it is expressive individualism, and they only think about themselves and what society can do for them and what they can get out of their education, rather what they can do for society. And I think that it would be much more important if students were seeing the problems in society that they could be a part of and be valuable for the community, not necessarily how valuable education could be for them. That being said, I do think that there could be changes made within the liberal education system that could make students more involved in the community and less focused on themselves and more focused on what values they can have for the people around them. Here's how I think this problem could improve. I think that each class within the liberal arts requirement should include a mandatory service learning experience or another experience that gets them involved in the community, seeing the world around them and how it connects to the topics they're learning in class. I think, for instance, in a sociology class, they could learn about homelessness or problems within the prison system and then volunteer at a homeless shelter or volunteer in a prison to see really what it's like. Because I think that just reading about it and talking about it isn't enough to really see the problems that are in society and how students can be beneficial to it and help to change it. I also think that when you just read about it, it doesn't seem as real. And when you're out seeing what's happening, it can really seem real and you can know what you can do to help it. I also think that the messages that are being sent to students from advisors should be edited and changed. I think that it should be less about what are you good at, what do you like, and what will make you happy, but more what is needed in the community around you and how can your talents benefit others. And I think that advisors should be trained to do this rather than just focus on the student as an individual and more about the student as a team, as a part of the community. Thank you for listening to my propositions, and I hope that this will help your college systems in the future.